Okay, very quickly, we are going to do some questions from Annuity. Now, we discussed in previous session that Annuity is a situation where you have, a fixed cash flow for a fixed period of time. Say you're getting $20,000 for the next 5 years, which means year one, year two, year three, year four, year five, every year, same 20,000. So time period is fixed 5 years, amount is fixed, say 20,000. This is called annuity. Again, what we do the discounted cash flow. We need to find out the present value of the future cash flows. And annuity just makes our calculation easier. Okay, the concept of the same, it remains same as discounted cash flow. The only thing is that when you have this option or opportunity of fixed cash flows, it just makes calculation easier. So we'll just do some 2 or 3 examples. I'll start with a very simple one, and then we'll see a little bit more tricky situation. So the question says that $2,000 per year, every year, same amount, 2,000, will be received for years 1 to 3. 1 to 3 means year number 1, year number 2, and year 3. What is the present value of the receipts if the discount rate is 8%? So they tell us discount rate is 8%. You are going to receive 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 for the next 3 years. How much is going to be the present value of this total cash flow present value? So this is what you do normally. So you say that, okay, if I've got $2,000, my cash flow. So $2,000 cash flow in year one, 8% factor, the discount factor for 8% in year one is 0.926. Then for year two, it is 0.857. Then for year three, it is 0.794. And I think that my team has not did this calculation. So 0.794 multiplied by 2,000. So that makes me something like 1588. Okay. I just multiply this one. And the total cash flow for 3 years is going to be 1852. The total cash flow will be 51 and 54. So this is the simple method. We call it the long way. I mean, I'm just finding out the present value of the 3 years cash flows. And then I make a total. It gives me 5154. But of course, we had to do 3 times the discount factors and multiplication. Now, because it is a fixed number of year, like 3 years, and it is the same amount, we say that this amount is annuity amount. So if it is an annuity amount, we have this opportunity to solve it in a short way. What you do, you just say that, okay, how much is the annuity? Annuity is 2,000, and you multiply it with the annuity factor. In our previous lecture, when I was explaining you annuity factor, I explained you that annuity factor is just the sum total. If you see that there are 3 discount factors, you add them up, it becomes 2.577, and you multiply 2.577 with $2,000. So 2,000 into 2.577, it gives you again the same answer, 5154. So life becomes easy here. Instead of doing all this calculation, you can go to your annuity table and find out. You don't need this one actually here. You can just find out this number 2.577 from the annuity factor table, which I showed you and I explained you in the previous lecture. So you see that you can find this number very easily. So no need to do a very long way of calculation. Just take the annuity amount and multiply it with the annuity factor, which you can take it from annuity table, and you will find out the answer very quickly. Now, this question is a very straightforward question, because what is happening that you have a timeline which says year 0, year 1, year 2, and year 3. And every year you are getting the same amount, okay? Starting from year number 1, starting from the year number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, year 1 to year 3. This was the simplest possible example which I could have given you, but there could be something a little bit tricky. We'll see some questions further. For example, it says that using annuity tables, calculate the present value of the following cash flows. And there are 3 scenarios. Situation number 1, scenario number 1, $2,000 received for 10 years. With the first flow occurring at time 2, discount rate is 10%. Now, what is happening? You are going to receive money for 10 years, okay? But it is not from year 1 to year 10. No, because it says that the first cash flow, it coming at year 2. So it means that you don't receive any cash in year 1. So what you are going to receive, you are going to receive cash for 10 years, starting from year 2 to year 11. This is very interesting now. From year 2 to year 11. Year 1, I'm not receiving anything. You can imagine it like this, that this is your cash, this is your timeline. This is time 0. This is time 1. There is nothing you're receiving, and you are receiving in 2 and in 3. You start to receive money from year 2, year 3, and you continue to receive it for the next 10 years. So it means you will end up in year number 11. So it is not a situation from 1 to 10. It is actually a situation from 2 to 11. Now, what you need to do here, when you will go to the annuity table, and if you remember, which I showed you the annuity table, you will have here, 10%, and year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and year 11. So the number which you receive here in year 11, this actually is the sum total of all these 11 years. The annuity factor which you find in year number 11 is actually a sum total of all the values here, the discount factors of first 11 years. But we don't need 11. We actually need 10. Which one is missing? This one is missing. So what you need to do, you need to take this number and then minus this one. Let me show you how it should be done, okay? Scenario number A, 2,000 is the money which you are going to receive, starting from year 2, ending till year 11. Let me show you how this calculation will look like. So 2,000 received for 10 years with the first flow occurring at time 2, discount rate is 10%. A normal 10-year annuity is received in years 1 to 10. This one is received in years 2 to 11, which is like 1 to 11 by omitting year 1. So what you need to do, because your annuity table will not show you 2 to 11. When you go to annuity table in year number 11, it is giving you some number. Let's suppose that, okay, the number is 6.495. You have to take from year 1 to year 11. So this number is appearing 6.495. It is appearing in front of the 11th year. So you take it from the 11th year, and it does include year 1, and which we do not want. So you subtract the value for year 1. So this is the annuity factor for year 1. And this I don't need, because I don't need 11 years. I need only 10 years. So I take 1 to 11, and then I subtract 1. So this is 5.586. Now this is the factor for year 2 to 11, 5.586. And then you simply multiply 2,000, the annuity amount, multiplied by 5.586, and the answer is 11,172. So this is just one simple trick that subtract first year. So you get value from year 2 to year 11, 5.586. Let's go back and see what is the second situation. Part B says $3,000 received for 6 years, with the first flow occurring at time 4. Discount rate is 6%. So first flow occurring at time 4, and it is for 6 years, okay? So 4th year, 4th year, 4th year, 5th year, 6th year, 7, 8, and 9. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9. So you will take factor from 1 to 9, and then from that you will subtract the first 3 years. Let's see how it happens. It says that 3,000 received for 6 years, with the first flow occurring at time 4, discount rate is 6%. A normal 6-year annuity is 1 to 6, from year 1 to year 6. But this one is received from year 4 to year 9. So when you take this annuity factor, you will take 1 to 9 year, from year 1 to year 9. So 6.802, this 6.802, it actually would appear in front of the 9th year, okay, in front of the 9th year. Let me just share it with you. Let me show annuity table. So this is annuity table, and this is 6%, and this is 9th year. So you go back here and you see that in year 9, under 6%, it says 6.802. Okay, it says very clearly here that in front of the 9th year and 6%, the number is 6.802. This 6.802 is actually the sum total of 9 factors. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You make a total of these 9 years, you get this number. Now, we need only from 4 to 9. So it means that this one, the 3 numbers, which is actually here, this number, 3 years factor. If you make a total of these 3 numbers, it will give you this number. I explained this thing in previous lecture, that annuity table is just a total of the discount factors. Okay. For example, if I talk about this 10% table, 6% table, the discount factor for year 1 is 0.943. You see that it is here for 6%. For first year, it is 943. It is same. But then in the second year, it is 0.890, and this is 1.833, because the total of these 2 will come here. Then a total of these 3 will come here. Then a total of these 4 will come here. I explained this in the previous session as well. So when you take this for 9 years, actually for 6% at 9th year, which is 6.802, 6.802, this includes the 9 discount factors from year 1 to 9, and you don't need year 1 to 3. So you subtract from this total, you subtract the total of 3 years. So we come back here. You said that 6.802, this is from year 1 till 9. From here, we subtract year 1, 2, 3, because we did not get anything in year 1, 2, 3. Our cash flow started from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we subtract 3 years factor, and 4.129 comes. This 4.129 is actually an annuity factor for 6 years, starting from year number 4. Starting from year number 4, which means 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By the way, this is easy way of doing it. I mean, if you want to make your life complex, if I don't have annuity table, let's suppose, if I don't have annuity table, what I can do? Let's suppose I don't have annuity table. I only have got discount table. So year 1 to 3, I will ignore. This I will ignore. This I will ignore. This I will ignore. So this one, plus this one, plus this one, and this one. 1, 2, year number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So if you make a total of these numbers, it will give you the same answer. You can check it for yourself. If you don't have, let's suppose you don't have annuity table and you want to make your life difficult, you can make a total of these numbers. It will be the same, okay? The same, what is, I don't know, whatever it was, 4.129, that will be the total. And then you say, okay, now the answer is $3,000 is the annuity amount, multiply with 4.129, and the present value of these 6 cash flows. 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 for 6 years. The total is like 18,000 in the nominal terms, but the present value of that 18,000, you know, because you are going to receive 3,000 6 times, starting from year 4, ending at year 9. So this is 18,000. But the present value of this in time 0 is only 12,387. Okay. We go back to our previous example, last example, which is number C. It says that 4,000 received for 6 years, times 1 to 3, then 6 to 8. Discount rate is 12%. This is even more interesting. So what is happening? You are going to receive some cash flow. You will receive cash flow in year 1, in year 2, and in year 3. And how much you get? You get 4K. 4,000, 4K, and you get 4K. Then you don't get anything in year 4. You don't get anything in year 5, but you get in year 6, year 7, and year 8 again. 4K, 4K. So these are like, non-conventional cash flows, not happening in the same amount in the same period. There is some break. So you've got 4K, 4K, 3 years annuity here and 3 years annuity here. So you need to find out these. Yeah, we can do it. Let me show you how to do these. Let me just clear this one. Clear all drawings. Okay. So how we solve it here? 4,000 received in 6 years times 1 to 3 and then times 6 to 8. Discount rate you have taken at 12%. These payments are received in year 1 to 3 and 6, 7, 8, which is like 1 to 8, the total factor, and by omitting year 4 and 5. So if you remember that, we showed you on screen that you are going to receive from year 1, year 2, year 3, 4, you don't have anything, 5, you don't have anything, 6, 7, and 8. So you get cash flow here, you get cash flow here, you get cash flow here, you get here, you get here, and you get here. These 2 years, there is no cash flow. So what you can do, you can take the total annuity factor of 8 years, total annuity factor of 8 years, and then subtract from there year number 4 and year number 5, the discount factor of these 2 years. The discount factor, not the annuity factor, discount factor individual. What is year 4 discount factor? What is year 5 discount factor from the discount table? You can solve it. So from time 1 to 8, it is 4.968 less time 4, which is 4th year discount factor. This is not annuity factor. This is 1 year, 4th year discount factor. This is 5th year discount factor from the discount table. You want to see it? I can show you. 0.637, 0.567. Okay, let me go back and show you on screen. So I come back here. Okay, this is not 11. This table is for until 10%. So 11 and 12 are not here. But if you have because I just copy pasted for until here. So if you go back and see from 12%, you will find out that this is year 4, 12%, year 5, 12%. You subtract it, the factor comes out to be 3.765. Now this 3.765 belongs to 6 years, but distributed as year number 1, 2, 3 and year number 6, 7, 8. And then finally you multiply it with the annuity amount. Your annuity amount is $4,000 multiplied with 3.765. So your present value of these cash flows, the cash flows which will occur here, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, and 4,000 in this distribution, in this form. The sum total of these cash flows is 15,060. So this is some question. These are some questions from Annuity. We did some as an example. Of course, in our question video sessions, we have more questions and even more complicated questions. This is the first day with the Annuity thing. So we started with some simple questions with a little bit of spice on that, but these are not the most difficult ones. The most difficult ones will follow in the practice question videos.